Megumi met you only a few times when he was a kid and enjoyed the times you spent together. Sadly, your friendship ended one night in the park after you gave Megumi the protection charm. Megumi, Big Brother says we have to leave the city now. We just became friends. Now you're leaving? Megumi, the truth is I will die. I need special medicine in order to live. Knowing you were leaving, Megumi wanted you to stay, but he also didn't want you to die. Holding your hands in his for a few minutes, Megumi looked into your blue and silver eyes. Please, promise that one day you will come back. Megumi, I promise everything will be alright again. This time, we gave Megumi one last hug, then you kissed his forehead, shyly before stepping back. Megumi was blushing for the first time, then smiled at you instead of being serious. I won't forget you. Just come back, alright? I will, Megumi. For the both of us, become strong, alright? Megumi watched you leave the park into the darkness beside your older brother, wearing the black kimono with gold roses on the fabric that you always wore. Megumi then went home, thinking how he could keep his promise. Choso was holding your hand a little more after what he had seen happen between you and Megumi. Honestly, little brother, did you really care for Megumi that much? I love you, Choso, except to me, Megumi is my friend, and also my first love. Time changes, little brother. It is possible you could be right about Megumi. 10 years apart did pass by quickly for the both of you, and the both of you did change a little. Megumi was in middle school now. He also became a jujutsu sorcerer. Now that you were healthy and back in the city, it felt more comfortable, but now you had blood, cursed energy now. Choso, I'm going to the store. I promise I won't take long. Don't forget the ribbon, little brother. It keeps you safe. Combing your long hair over your left shoulder, then tying your hair with a ribbon that had the gold rose charm on it. Choso always made sure the ribbon and charm were on you at all times. Leaving the apartment building felt less confining. You never questioned your older brother until now. Was your curse ability that important to hide? You decided to go buy yourself a drink and not think anymore on it. Megumi, are you still waiting for me? Stopping in his footsteps, Megumi heard someone say his name so clearly, like that person was beside him. In that 1 second, Megumi remembered that day at the park and his promise. Megumi decided to run to the park as fast as he could, ignoring his assignment, not wanting to miss the chance to see you. It couldn't be. Did you really come back? Megumi's heart began to ache, the closer he was to the park and the spot where you two met. Almost out of breath, Megumi seen you sitting on the bench next to the pond. Seeing those blue and silver eyes again, and your smile only made Megumi run to you and hug you tightly. I had a feeling you were here. I'm glad you're alright. Megumi, I knew you would hear my voice. I thought you'd stop waiting. I'm holding you close, so you can't leave me again. Holding on to Megumi in return just as tightly, only showing that you missed him so much and how much you still cared for him. resting your head on Megumi's shoulder, still unable to believe you were together again. Before you could say anything or look at Megumi, in that 1 second Megumi kissed you. The kiss lasted a few minutes until Megumi's face was a few inches from yours again. Megumi, that was my first kiss. I'm glad it was with me. It's just cute seeing you blush. Barely even noticing you were blushing, you couldn't even think of anything else. For now, nothing mattered because Megumi was the reason you came back to the city. Holding Megumi's hand in yours was so warm and comforting. What should we do now, Megumi? I want to stay the rest of the night like this with you. Megumi, we shouldn't for now. Looking into Megumi's eyes, you knew how this would end, but you wanted to stay with Megumi. Hesitating for that moment, you untied the ribbon from your hair. Then the two of you appeared in your domain. Megumi, this is the Endless Night domain.